welcome to another story time with Ms. K. Today we are reading Hello Numbers, What Can You Do? An Adventure Beyond Counting, written by Edmund Harris and Houston Hughes, illustrated by Brian Rea. In the emptiest space on the blankest of page, there exists so much nothing that it needs a name. Like zip, zero, zilch, or diddly squat, null or nil or nada or not. Can you think of nothing? Can you calm your brain till it's still like a canvas just waiting for paint? Just the sound of your breath and the beat of your heart. This is the best way for counting to start. Now, what if inside of that big empty space, where once there was nothing, you dream up a vase? Or a point, or a dot, or a shimmering light, like a lone shining beacon in darkest of night. Now that the nothing is no longer none, none needs a new name, and that name means one. One is a person, a place, or a thing. One head on your shoulders, one note that you sing. If something's in it, not a we or a they, then when you are counting it, one's what you say. And that includes you. Yes, you are a one too. One person, unique in the things that you do, in the thoughts that you think, in the dreams that you dream, that makes you one, your identity. Now back in your brain, in the place you see one, what games can one play when one wants to have fun? Atop the blank canvas, one can get around. It can move to the left or the right, up and down. But among so much nothing, poor one can't begin to tell where one is from, where one has just been. One needs a friend to run from or run to. One needs to compare. One needs you to find two. And thanks to that thought, a new one has appeared. But we can't call both one. That would sound really weird. So say hello, new one. And how do you do? I'll call you two, if it's all right with you. Now with your two, you can tell which is where. Maybe one's over here and two's way over there. Maybe one's going over or under or through. Or like planets or atoms, one twirls around two. Two loves to be even. You know what that means. It's like two wants a twin who has all matching things. A mirror reflection, the same on each side, all evenly split by an equal divide. When something's two sides are the same as can be, then that gets its own special name, symmetry. Like the wings on a bird or the ears on your head, or a sandwich that starts with two slices of bread. But when you want something to go in between, you'll need a new number. A number like 3. Say hello, new one, and how do you do? I'll call you 3 if it's all right with you. With 3 here to help us, it suddenly means there's another place numbers can be, in between. Put 1 in the front, 2 between, 3 behind, and you've just invented a new thing, a line. But if 2 steps aside so it's not in the line, oh look, it's a triangle shape with 3 sides. 3 helps make angles, and angle just means how wide your arms spread when you point at two things. With 1 and 2 close while 3's not close at all, the triangle's skinny, 3's angle is small. But if 3 stays in place while its friends spread out far, the triangle's wide, and 3's angle grows large. Now picture that triangle, 1, 2, and 3. What if numbers trade places? Then what would you see? It might look quite strange as they went on their way, but once they're done switching, the shape is the same. We've had fun with 3, but I bet we'd have more if you could imagine the next number. 4. Say hello, new one, and how do you do? I'll call you 4 if it's all right with you. 4 makes a square formed from 4 equal lines, joined by 4 corner angles all equally wide, and 4 can make more shapes like diamonds or kites, or rectangles, squares that got stretched on 2 sides, rhombuses, trapezoids, sharp boomerangs, all 4-sided shapes with all kinds of strange names. Now imagine your square just lying down on the ground with 1, 2, and 3 sort of standing around. When 4 for some reason flies up in the sky, creating a thing with 3 triangle sides and a triangle base that's a bottom side lid, you've discovered a shape and it's called pyramid. To make unequal piles, you can group 1, 2, 3, then put 4 on its own. But to make symmetry, take 1, 2, 3, 4 and divide them in half. It's a pair made of pairs. What a neat bit of math. But that's all the splitting these 4 friends can do. If you want to play more games, it's all up to you. Imagine another new number arrives. Yell out its name. If you know it, it's 5. Say hello, new one, and how do you do? I'll call you 5 if it's all right with you. With 5 in your mind, do your ones still connect? Do they play in a pattern, a cross or an X? Do the rest build a square that make 5 wait outside? Or does 5 join the end of a neat number line? Do your numbers group up or do they separate? Just imagine the combos that 5 can create. If 1 pairs with 2, but then 3 stays alone, maybe 4 goes with 5, they're a pair of their own. Set them all in a circle with space in between. Then out from each one, draw the shape of a V. Connect it across to the numbers most far. Do it 5 times and you've just made a star. Imagine with me that your 5-pointed star has suddenly stretched out incredibly far, with 1, 2, and 3 going all the way right, while 4 and 5 head left with all their might. Maybe in your mind they stretch far enough. Then the star breaks apart and your numbers split up. 1, 2, 3 make a triangle, 1, 2 a pair. Our friend 5 has vanished, but please don't be scared. Zoom your view out or your numbers back in, and the moment your brain groups them up once again, you've brought back 4 and 5 like a numbers magician. But that's no illusion, it's just called addition. And if a new one joins the fun, don't you wonder, together will they make a whole different number? Oh no! We've run out of pages to play. Perhaps we can keep going some other day. But here's an idea, you can do it yourself. When you finish this book and it's up on the shelf, you can keep counting. Yes, you can go higher. Your lines can get longer, your angles get wider. And new ones to play with means new shapes to make, new patterns to find, and new groups to create. Can you split them in 2? Do they have symmetry? Can you turn them to triangles teamed up in 3s? Can you add your ones up and then fling them apart so the space in your brain's like a sky full of stars? The best part of numbers is they never end. There's more to discover and play and pretend. So keep counting onward and maybe you'll get to a number or shape that no one's thought of yet. What number's the biggest you see in your mind? Now could you add 1 to it just one more time? Here's the secret. You see it? I'm sure that you do. The one more you need is the best one. It's you. The end. Friends, I hope you enjoyed our story today. Until next time.